As many of you know, I tried this helmet. Well, I didn't try it because I've been using it religiously, which is not, I'm not very good at this stuff. This iRESTORE laser LED light therapy helmet. I keep it next to me on the sofa because, truth be told, I only put it away if we've got visitors. Truth be told, if I didn't have this accessible, I would just forget about it. So it's got this very, I mean, you wouldn't call it, what's the word? Subtle, really, but it has got a case. So, you know, when we've got visitors, I just quickly zip this up and pop it away. But otherwise, it just sits next to me on the sofa. And every other night while I'm watching the TV, I put this on. A joy to behold. A joy to behold. I mean, don't I look like a turnip? But I've got a really big head. I just do. And this fits me absolutely fine. It's got these comfortable pads here. That means I think it's 12 minutes. So Rob doesn't even bat an eyelid now. If the kids have been here and I put it on, they do laugh, naturally enough. But who cares? Who cares about any of that? Because truly, I think for women, your hair is really your crowning glory, isn't it? And I am lucky. I have got a good head of hair. But I was losing, well, I still am losing a fair amount of hair. But there is something different. And I don't know if you can see. Can you see? This is where... Can you see that hair now? It's definitely much better. I've got a fair amount of hair now. Obviously, it's very short because it's not very old, but I think it's working. It's so difficult to talk about something like this because it's not guaranteed for anybody that it will work. Of course it isn't, they can't. It depends, I think, on so many factors. But for me, this hair is new hair. I think you can see quite well that the hair is there. It was my kind of widow's peak, as they call it. Why should they call it that? It's not very nice, is it? But it's definitely better. So for me, it's working. I've got a massive discount code. I can't remember the code, but I think it gives you about £600 discount. They are expensive. I'm not going to pretend they're not expensive. But if I truly had a problem with baldness, I would save up every penny, because I suppose because I've always had a really good thick head of hair, I don't know, is it worse than if you lose it? Or is it just the last straw if you've always had thin hair and then you lose more hair? I don't know. But for me personally, I would be devastated if I lost more hair, because I like my hair. That's the bottom line, isn't it? And whether that's vanity, I don't know. But for me, it's working. They've got a very good money back guarantee. I can't remember how long it is, but it's long enough to see if it works. And it's completely harmless. It's just LED lights in here that it doesn't, it's not uncomfortable at all. There's a tiny bit of warmth comes through. Now, I don't even know if that's just because you've got a plastic thing on your head, but a tiny bit of warmth, nothing to write home about, nothing to bother you, but it does the job. I think the idea is, and you know, I'm not a scientist, there's loads of other reviews on YouTube from people who know much more about the scientific side of things than I do, but it's about kind of reinvigorating your hair follicles. Now, if the follicles are dead and gone, I don't think anything can fix that, barring a transplant. But for me, it's worked. Happy days. Aren't I lucky? I know I'm really lucky before you all chirp in and tell me how lucky I am. I know that. So that's a very short but authentic review of this helmet. I will carry on using it. I was as sceptical as the next person, I can assure you of that. I'll carry on using it, and I will do another update Oh, good Lord, we're looking at nearly Christmas now, aren't we? I can't believe that. I cannot believe, where is this time going? The older you get, the quicker it goes, doesn't it? As my mum is always telling me, as I'm always telling the children. So that is the update on this helmet. Lots of you have asked, and I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get around to it, but I wanted to be sure that I was giving it a fair go.